Monday, September 30th, 2012. Thanks for stopping by. This is a video sort of directed at the Nazis. And, you know, when I made my last video sort of mocking the premise of your white genocide, it seems like you guys, your heads really exploded on that one. You didn't like that a bit. And I don't blame you. Maybe it was a little bit unkind of me to mock your moron mantra the way I did. But, sometimes you have to be unkind. And if I'm going to be unkind to anybody, I think I would choose someone who doesn't believe in kindness, like you. I would choose someone who doesn't believe in morality, doesn't believe in ethics or principles, believes in lying to people as much as possible. And you guys do. You guys believe in lying and trying to trick people. And you believe in violence, you believe in murder, you believe in unfairness, injustice, as long as it benefits you. Not if it goes against you, of course. You believe in double standards. You believe in being racist against black people, but you don't want anybody to be racist against you. You believe in discriminating against people because they were born, but you don't believe in anybody discriminating against you because you chose to be a Nazi. You don't believe in that, but that was your choice. So when you tell me that, you're so oppressed because you can't go and advocate genocide at work and have everybody like you, well, I'm sorry, but that's just not the way it works. We don't have to like you, okay? And you don't have to like black people, by the way. You can be as racist as you want to be. But we don't have to like that either. We don't have to like you. We don't have to ignore the fact that you are lying and trying to trick people and be nice to you, okay? It is well within our rights to be honest and to let you know what we think about you. And it's well within our rights not to be racist if we don't want to be. So now you lie and go around saying that you love white people and that's all it's about. You just love white people, but every day you attack white people. That's all you're doing, really, is attacking white people. Because most white people don't agree with you. So you will call them whatever names can pop into your head. And it's a very mean and spiteful kind of thing. You go around calling people ugly and fat and, all kinds of just puerile, childish things. I mean, stuff that's barely fit for kindergarten. You are using for debate on a public forum. Okay, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing when somebody points out that your dogma is totally ridiculous and you call them ugly. That's embarrassing. But far be it from me to encourage you not to embarrass yourselves. I enjoy it. Okay, so, and you guys, whether you know this or not, when you go around attacking people because they disagree with you, that is not the way to win converts. It's not the way to convince people that you're right. I don't think you want to convince people you're right. You want to intimidate other people and silence other people. That's all you're doing. Anybody that's not a racist and a Nazi, you want to intimidate and silence. And, that's not going to work. You can't do that. And, I think that you probably know that that is the best chance you have. There is just no chance for you to convince people, a large number of people in the West, in the United States or in Europe or anywhere, to be Nazis or racists or white nationalists, KKK members. You just can't recruit people to that agenda. And you know it. But on the other hand, you can pretend to be popular by making 100 sock puppets and going around to people's channels and getting your half a dozen other Nazi friends to go around to other people's channels with hundreds of sock puppets and pretend to be a whole crowd of people. Okay, you can pretend to do that. And we know exactly what you're doing. We know about the bug swarm. We know about Bob Whitaker and his underground graduate seminar. We know about how Bob Whitaker constantly uses the N-word. He's, and Bob Whitaker does not constantly use the N-word because he loves white people. He does it because he hates black people, and you know that. You know that. So, this whole exercise is an exercise in futility because really the only people that you're fooling is yourself. You can sit there anonymously, hiding behind your keyboard with a little avatar of a white rabbit with SS Nazi thunderbolts in its eyes. Don't think we didn't notice that, okay? You can use that and be anonymous and tell people that they're evil if they're not a racist. And tell people that if black people exist, then that's a genocide against you because they have more children than you. You can tell that to people anonymously through the internet. And because you can't see their faces, you can lie to yourself and tell them that the person you're talking to cares about that message and is not throwing up, tossing cookies because you're actually so revolting and so ugly and despicable with what you're saying that it turns their stomachs. It turns people's stomachs to see this sort of evil and cowardice and self-serving advocacy of injustice. That's what you're doing. You're advocating injustice to serve yourself. Because, guess what, folks? Nazis. If you weren't white, if you didn't think you were going to benefit from this, you wouldn't be talking about it. We all know this. We all know that you think you can get rid of the people that you don't want to compete with, that you view to be a threat to you. You can get rid of the people that scare you and go through life sucking Bob Whitaker's dick, repeating what he says, and being his bitch. And that will somehow, you think, benefit you and give you unjust advantage over other people. In other words, you're going to cheat at the game of life. And, that, like I said, that is just stomach turning. That is revolting when people see that. But you can sit there and tell yourself that your mantra is so unassailable, even though you can't answer any questions about it. You can't defend it one bit. But you can sit there behind your keyboard anonymously and pretend to yourself that what you're saying is working, or that other people are listening to you and don't view you to be a worm. But we both know that you will not come out from behind that keyboard. You will not come out of your mom's basement and go into the real world and start telling people that they're evil if they're not a racist. You just won't do that. You won't go to school and tell all your teachers that they're evil if they don't exterminate black people for you, so you don't have to worry about them outnumbering you or whatever. Okay? That message is not going to fly, and you know that. That's why you're anonymous. Right? 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 We both know it. We both know you're all anonymous cowards, all of you. And the ones that are stupid enough to show your faces, guess what? They're all taking their videos down because they're so fucking embarrassed. They don't want anybody to find out who they are. They're so fucking embarrassed. And it's pitiful. But you can sit there and be anonymous and say all these despicable, revolting things and lie to yourself and tell people and tell yourself that people aren't throwing up all over themselves when you speak. But if you went to school and told all your friends, you know what, if you're not a racist Nazi, you are evil. If you don't exterminate black people for me and give me my own state, for me, then you're evil. Okay, go and tell people that. Go and tell people that where you work. The few of you that probably actually have jobs. Go and tell them that they're evil if they don't exterminate people for you, because you're a skinny, pretty little white boy. Not like us big, fat, ugly old men that have morals and principles and character. You're not like us because you're a skinny little white boy and you're so pretty. You're so pretty. How could those ugly old black men endanger your pretty little blonde curls? Wouldn't that be horrible if your pretty little blonde curls disappear from the world because you couldn't get laid and it's their fault because they existed? I'm mocking you again. I'm sorry, but you know what? You deserve it, and we both know it. Thanks for watching.